Welcome to the commencement ceremony for the Gettysburg Area High School's graduating class of 2023. My classmates and I ask that you please rise, if able, for the singing of our national anthem and alma mater by Gettysburg Area High School graduate-to-be Daniel Sowers. Our colors are being presented by our high school's JROTC Warrior Battalion.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, Gettysburg, maroon and white, all hail to you. We pledge to thee our loyalty, our alma mater true. As school days end and years go by, we'll fond and faithful be. O Gettysburg, maroon and white, all honor be to thee.
You may be seated. Good evening, family, friends, and my fellow graduates-to-be. My name is Zach Tipton, and it is my great privilege and honor to welcome you all here tonight to this ceremony. Before we begin today's commencement, I would like to ask one favor of those of you witnessing this event today. Remember the names you are about to hear. Yes, that means all 230 of them, and it might even give you something to do while you wait for your graduate to process the stage. But why do I ask this? It is a simple fact that I know to be true. These are the same names you will be hearing in the future. These are the future names of your child's teacher, your doctor or nurse, your contractor, an armed services officer, a business owner, and much, much more, because all of these are just a slim fraction of the possibilities that await my fellow graduates in their futures, because this class is strong and remarkable and determined, and we will succeed in whatever our passion may be. And that is what I encourage each of us to do. Find our passion. I applaud my fellow grads for the work we have all shared in these past 13 years. some 2,340 days of school, and some 16,000 hours together. We have been together since the beginning, and it is only that, the beginning. It is the beginning of our lives, and it is the beginning of adulthood, as we step into the worlds of higher education, armed service, and professional employment. But we have not been together for these 13 years, only to resign ourselves from one another when we leave this stadium tonight. We are warriors, and warriors must stick together. And thus, I employ my classmates to consider this one final thought. Do not walk out those gates tonight and think that the journey is over. Do not walk out those gates tonight feeling alone. Do not walk out those gates tonight and forget that Gettysburg has been and is a great place to learn. Cherish this time, this moment, this life, and take with you today all the memories and education you have received, so you may share it with the world. For each and every single one of us has a gift or a talent waiting to change our society in ways far beyond what we can imagine sitting here today. Thank you all for your support and commitment to one another as we embrace the first chapter in life's journey. And thank you to all those who have been there to reinforce our goals every step of the way. Thank you, and go forth, warriors, to do the great things we are destined for. Again, welcome everyone, and thank you for coming to today's ceremony. Now, without further ado, I am honored to introduce our student-selected speaker, Olivia Colgan.
Good evening. My name is Olivia Colgan, and I would like to start off with a thank you for nominating me to speak today at such a momentous event and for unintentionally giving me the most stressful assignment of my entire high school career. When I sat down to write this speech, no immediate memories of my high school experience jumped out at me, and then I thought to myself, am I really that lame, or do I just genuinely not remember? All jokes aside, let's take a trip down memory lane, starting with one of the only vivid memories I have from 8th grade, the Pop-Tart incident. I can picture it as clear as day, and I bet most of my classmates can too. To give some context, Will Kittleberger put a plastic packaged Pop-Tart into the sides of a microwave, and toxic plumes of smoke started billowing out of the microwave sides in the cafeteria. I will never forget that. In 9th grade, we quickly realized that the big dog mentality we had as 8th graders wouldn't fly around the intimidating seniors. And meanwhile, on the internet, TikTok became super popular and has since been our generation's major source of entertainment and our primary information center. Slightly concerning. Not to mention that it has also contributed to our generation's current lingo, like W-Riz, period, slay queen. Oh, and we got locked down and isolated from all of our friends because of this thing called COVID. We had a pretty abnormal first 3 years of high school, to say the least. We only went to school for half the normal time during our sophomore year, with masks covering our faces, and because of that, I genuinely forgot what the bottom half of everyone's face looked like. Let's be honest, senioritis settled in during sophomore year for some of us, and being at home so much didn't help. At the beginning of our junior year, we successfully broke a bleacher bench for the second time. That's dedication right there. At the end of our junior year, Mr. Rupp donated his hair and simultaneously lost his chill surfer dude aesthetic. Just kidding, Mr. Rupp. You still have that chill surfer dude vibe. I hate to admit it, but a part of me will miss getting hit by a variety of fruits, vegetables, or the occasional baked potato at lunch. Hearing the ominous clickety-clack of Mrs. Kaywood's heels, warning the impending danger that is to ensue, and being bombarded with Mr. Wadle's endless dad jokes. How's this one, Mr. Wadle? What did the buffalo say when he dropped off his son for the last day of high school? Bye, son. That's an E-slapper. In spite of all the chaos of the last 4 years, I am proud of us for being here today, all together, for one last celebration. And according to Mr. Armour, there is one more bonus of graduating. We will likely never have to ask permission to use the bathroom ever again. Yeah. In all seriousness, no matter what your next steps are, never forget Mr. Lusk's words of wisdom. Let's live by the warrior way and continue to be here, be involved, be committed, and be kind with whatever we do. Also, Mr. Lusk, on behalf of the 2023 graduating class, we sincerely apologize for contributing to the change in your hair color. Thinking back to all of the homecomings, proms, sports events, musical performances, fundraisers, spirit weeks, and even the regular school days, the time truly has gone by in the blink of an eye. I hope that you all enjoyed a trip down memory lane and that you hold on to the core memories you have made throughout your high school years. There is no doubt that we are a group of bright individuals with bright futures ahead of us if we choose to work hard and put in the effort. And while we all strive for success, whatever success may look like for each of us, don't forget to look up once in a while, be present, and make some more core memories. Thank you to the amazing teachers, friends, coaches, trainers, counselors, mentors, family, and supporters who have made high school a little less stressful and actually a little bit fun. I would also like to give a special thank you to Coach Dar for his dedication to Gettysburg student athletes and wish him the best of luck as he moves on from Gettysburg Area High School. Thank you.
And now I am pleased to invite to the stage our class valedictorian, Ryan Benedict.
Hello, class of 2023. I wanted to start off with some thank yous this evening. First off, I want to thank our admin for putting together this event and all the events they've put on this year. I want to thank all of the parents and guardians who have helped us through this process for quite some time. I want to thank all of the teachers for all the time and effort they put into us to help us learn for over a decade. I also want to thank the football team for being my second family. You guys are my brothers and have always had my back on and off the field. I want to thank my father for supporting my aspirations and showing me how to be an independent person. And finally, I want to thank my mother. No matter what, you gave me unconditional love, even when I had cranky mornings or gave you sarcastic comments. No matter what you had gone on, you would drop everything to help me. I would not be here without you. Sorry. And I cannot thank you enough for that. Now, before I'm done, I want to talk about a couple experiences from school in this moment we have today and the future. First, I wanted to talk about a couple things I got from high school. I think that during our time here, we were able to capture a glimpse of who we are, but truly only a glimpse. We have started to determine our preferences, but have only scratched the surface. Through the classes we took and the clubs we chose, we discovered who we were through trial and error. Through this process, I learned the importance of failure. High school allowed us to fail in low-risk situations. Our stumbles became opportunities for growth. It showed us that we should learn from our mistakes and then move on and not dwell on the past. Finally, the biggest lesson I learned from high school is that no one really knows what's going on. Going into high school, I thought all of the adults around me knew what was going on, and that by the time I got my diploma, I would too. I was completely wrong. Throughout my time here, I learned that no one has this thing figured out. They may have a bit more experience than us, but they're along for the same ride we are. This realization is both terrifying and a relief. But now, high school is in the past. We must take the lessons from our experiences and move forward. Now, I'd like to talk about this moment we have today. We have thought about this moment for over a decade. We will miss the time we spent in school, but I don't want to be sad that it's over. I just want to be happy that it happened. We will leave this stadium different than when we arrived. Everyone here is receiving the paper that proves the 13 years of hard work and development that you have put in. That is something to be proud of. The current moment is the only thing we really ever have, and I'd like to take a second to be grateful for that fact and enjoy where we are. I'd like to finish off by talking a bit about what the future holds. We are all going to take different paths, but together we can make a change. If everyone here makes a positive impact on one person once a month until our 20-year class reunion, our small class of 230 students will impact over 55,000 people. We view success as this almost unattainable goal that will determine our validity. However, I would like to define it with a bit more specificity. Success to me is leaving a place a bit better than you found it. To do this, find a purpose, take risks, do not accept mediocrity, don't let the doubt of others discourage you from your goals, and keep moving forward. With these small steps, we will all be successful and improve our community. In conclusion, take the lessons we have learned from the past and move forward. Enjoy the small things in life and live in the present moment. Take risks and go for your dreams. Be positive and impact the world in some way. Congratulations, class of 2023. We did it. Thank you.
Well, Zach, Olivia, Ryan, great job. Makes my job a little bit harder. I should tell you all, working with a microphone where you speak into it and don't hear yourself for 2 seconds later is a challenge. So props to you guys. Good evening. Happy Friday. I'll be grateful one day to look back and say it was a sunny day. Just like I'm grateful for a former student of ours, Catherine Wagner, graduate from the class of 2018, for sharing a little piece of optimistic wisdom with us 5 years ago on commencement night. It absolutely poured that night throughout the ceremony. Catherine's point continued to hold true, though. Despite the rain, it was a sunny day. I'm Jeremy Lusk, principal of the Gettysburg Area High School. This lovely bunch of warriors in front of me, on the field, in front of you, is the class of 2023. Absolutely. Before I take a time to share a few thoughts and reflections with our school community here this evening, I'll provide a brief explanation of the medallions that we award to our Scholastic Honor Group, identified on the center panel of your program. The laude designation is Latin. It means honor. Cum laude means with honor. It's reserved at Gettysburg for those who graduate in the top 10% of their class. Magna cum laude means with high honor and is for those who graduate in the top 5%. And finally, you'll see 5 of our graduating seniors graduating summa cum laude with highest honor. These students have finished in the top 2% of their class. Along with their diplomas, these students will receive medals for their accomplishments. They've earned it, and they deserve it. And it's certainly not just about them deserving high praise. Sometimes, paper-thin, numerical margins separate students by rank on a page. But we know that the stories of all these warriors can't be captured solely by a number on a page. This past Wednesday morning, we recognized the accomplishments of our seniors and the decisions of our graduates-to-be, and we acknowledged their next steps in life's journey. There's one accomplishment that we saved recognition for right now. I'm going to ask Madison Kreitz to simply stand up for a moment. Like the other gowned students on the field, Madison will soon be a graduate of the Gettysburg Area High School. But it's fitting for me to share with a stadium full of community members, supporters, that she also just recently earned her associate's degree in applied science from the Harrisburg Area Community College. And while she already received that diploma from HAC, it's absolutely worth a big round of applause, which you already gave us. Congratulations, Madison. We're super proud of you. On a night like this, in front of a group like this, I'm feeling honored and blessed and proud of you all. Headed to HAC, off to Wales and Johnson, or maybe Yale, on to West Point, up the road to Happy Valley, and even out west of Pitt. Into the National Guard, onto the Merchant Marines, jumping into electrical apprenticeships, lineman training, nursing, automotive repair, culinary, engineering, farming, education, criminal justice. You pretty much name it, these students can do it, and they will do it. While I'm on that, another highlight worthy of mentioning are the blue and green cords worn by some of our students. They aren't specifically mentioned in our program because they flow through the programs of Adams County Technical Institute, where these students have acquired valuable skills and accumulated numerous industry credentials along the way. And now they're on their way. As I think about all these accomplishments and the programs that create them, I thank our Board of School Directors. Thank them for their support. The public school is a critical foundational element of the community. Your support is essential to ensure that our students are in a position to better themselves so that our community continues to thrive. I'll reiterate a statement I delivered a year ago at this time. The Gettysburg Area High School is the critical component of a community that needs high-quality citizens, employees, potentially employers who are smart and skilled, and that's you guys. The mission to achieve a vision of that type doesn't simply happen. Dr. Perrin, Dr. Matzner, every one of our district's leaders, with a special acknowledgement to my partners, Mrs. Kaywood, Mr. Rupp. Your work helps to change lives for the better. A better future for these graduates, a better community for all of us. Teachers and all other school staff members, with each passing year, my appreciation for your work grows. You match the increasing complexity and growing challenges of your profession with an unyielding commitment to serve students, and thus the community. The time you invest in your craft and the energy you apply to your work is life-changing. And parents, thank you. On their behalf, in our behalf, thank you. As the parent of a senior this year, I get it. Yes, they did most of the hard work and earned these diplomas, but they needed support. They needed our support. So thank you again for that. Give yourselves a round of applause. It's not easy. Educators, parents, community members, and those of you who are all those things, I'm reminded of the strength of this community when I look to my right. This year we have 20 district employees or former employees presenting diplomas to their offspring, members of the newest cohort to join our postgraduate community. Congratulations to all of you. As Ryan Benedict said himself, find a purpose, take risks, do not accept mediocrity, don't let the doubt of others discourage you from goals, and keep moving forward. With these small steps, we will all be successful and improve our community. That's the cycle over time in a successful community. Time and community. These are the themes that kept coming back to me as I thought about the words I would share tonight. Let me ask you, can I have our alumni around the stadium please stand up? Graduates of the Gettysburg Area High School, please rise. Yay. A round of applause for them. And I see many. Thank you, and you may be seated. A community of warriors in the stands, a community of warriors on the field. We have an exceptional community of learners on the field before us, all of them with different stories of success, strengths, challenges, and doubts. As Olivia mentioned, your class has been through much. You studied your high school days in the fall of 2019, and it was a high school experience that seemed to be normal at the time. As freshmen, then everything changed. Disease and dread led to lockdowns, mitigation strategies that made time just seem to stop in communities all over the globe. Your class dealt with that in the lingering aftermath, in all its manifestations, and a school renovation project. That was fun. And then you came out on the other side. Look at you now. And you had a great senior year. But it wasn't without pain. Wasn't without tears. Unfortunately, tragically, wasn't without loss. I have an empty chair to my right because we're missing Riley. But we remember, and we'll continue to remember, with fondness for our friend, Riley Horn. We're missing siblings and parents, supporters we wish were in the stands. Life can do that, but time continues. In difficult or sad or challenging times, it's the supportive community that we create together that becomes the best response. The challenges our communities face continue to grow. Certainly true for school communities. We live in a rapidly changing world, making education and learning both in and out of school increasingly complex. With innovation and advancing technologies, the pace of change sometimes seems too great, until you recognize that the pace is the same. At least it can be. But that's up to you. It's up to us. Time is the eternal constant. What you do with that time controls change. The students in front of me have spent much of their young lives in school. What they did with that time is unique to each of them. They all have their own story, and those stories will continue to evolve in communities near and far, creating an impact over time that's difficult to measure. Full disclosure, I wasn't quite sure what direction the speech would take until it started to become what it was 2 nights ago. Time, community. 2 nights ago, I wasn't sure which direction the speech would take, and now I'm settling somewhere in between. With double themes, I can't, certainly don't want to take twice my allotted time. Or do I? The truth is, maybe we all do. Liv, I appreciate your reflection and your encouragement of your classmates. You said, let's live by the warrior way and continue to be here, be involved, be committed, and be kind with whatever we do. If they're done listening to me, I hope they listen to you. Because the world needs a community of warriors willing to commit to that way. The world needs you. And I'll forgive you all for contributing to my silver hair if you give me just a few more moments of your time. It's time to get on with this, of course. So as things go, I'll share something I wrote for you. It's titled, Your Time. Experience reflection. Who we were, we are. Do not dwell. Present, calling, here and now. Constantly still, yet always moving. An opportunity, moment of blessings, slipping away as time will. Live it, a rare gift. Take control, spend it well, without fear. Enjoy the ride, be wise, make it happen. Greatness awaits. Future is yours, your time. There you have it. 23 lines of the best poetry I could muster at 2:30 a.m. last night. Yeah, thanks. Unable to sleep, because actually, so excited for all of you. I am excited for you. 23 lines of poetry in a pattern of, if you didn't notice, 2 words, 3 words, 2 words, 3 words for 23 lines. The class of 23. And now, I have 2 final words for you. Go Warriors.
Ryan Benedict, summa cum laude. Olivia Ann Colgan, summa cum laude. Presenting her diploma is father and high school teacher John Colgan. Allison Faith Harvey, summa cum laude. Presenting her diploma is father and high school teacher Richard Harvey. Kim Loie Heinzelman, summa cum laude. Ella Marie Shelton, summa cum laude. Evan Mason Kahn, magna cum laude. Melina Catherine Reber, magna cum laude. Benjamin Eric Fosnot Fisher, magna cum laude. Laura Elizabeth Fortnum, magna cum laude. Presenting the diploma is Father and Assistant Business Manager Thomas Fortnum. Finn Ivor Clark, magna cum laude. Layla Louise Black, magna cum laude. Presenting the diploma is Mother and Middle School Assistant Manager in Food Service Adrian Sosnowski. Layla Grace Laban Hill, magna cum laude. Spencer Claw Kennedy, cum laude. Reese Irene Gorley, cum laude. Karen Elizabeth Biesecker, cum laude. Marcel Marcus Ambush, cum laude. Lydia J. Florick, cum laude. Sophia May Neely, cum laude. Bryce Monroe Rudisil, cum laude. Presenting the diploma is Mother and Middle School Teacher Tiffany Rudisil. Brooke Danielle Leedy, cum laude. Presenting the diploma is grandfather and former high school teacher, administrator, and school board member Carlos Wampler. Daniel Christian Sowers, cum laude. Hannah Lee Green, cum laude. Zachary Charles Tipton, cum laude. Reina Iman Adrianto. Faisi Yair Alvarez. Lyndon Isaac Amster. Jakari Mikai Anderson. Olivia Nadine Andrews. Kevin Anthony Aponte. Ashton James Arntz. Christian Paul Arntz. Davin Auer. Aiden Eugene Baker. Joseph Edward Baldwin. Jared Robert Ballantyne. Zoe Elise Barahona. Presenting the diploma is middle school kitchen manager Priscilla Barahona. Murillo Ernesto Basa. Abigail Margaret Boblitz. Sean Walker Bonner. Chase Mark Bollinger. Dominic Patrick Bosley. Lindsay Page Brazy. Presenting the diploma is Franklin Township Administrative Assistant and Mother Angela Brazy. Kennedy Eileen Brown. Tristan River Bucher. Cole Lucas Bupp. Elias Minor Can. Evelyn Lizette Carbajal Hinojosa. Irvin Jesus Cernas. Jatsiri Chavaria Chimalpopoca. Mia Michelle Chavaria Solano. Ethan Charles Christensen. Marissa Sue Clapsaddle. Presenting the diploma is Mother and Lincoln paraprofessional Sue Clapsaddle. Emily Rose Marie Cloak. Alex Contreras. Jaden Thomas Kramer. Anna Louise Crawford. Elin Elizabeth Cunningham. Presenting the diploma is mother and James Geddes paraprofessional Amy Cunningham. Bella L. Dalton. Wyatt Lee Davis. Presenting the diploma is father and school board member Jeremy Davis. Lindsay Marie Day. Gracie Jacqueline Dean. Noah Matthew DeCesar. Kenneth Arthur Dayhoff. Faith Julian Noel Dickerson. McKenna Quinn Double. Jeremy William Dreschler. Zachary Carl Vincent Drybola. Noah Cavan Duffy. Andrew Michael Eckenrode. Joseph Martin Egloff. Jonah Michael Evans. Emmett Michael Fitzpatrick. Patrick Ramon Flaherty. Aiden Jack Flickinger. Presenting the diploma is mother and middle school paraprofessional Nicole Flickinger. Miranda Elizabeth Flynn. Jarrell Xavier Forbes. Andrew Robert Forum. Shanae Renice Franklin. Shantae Monet Franklin. Cody John Charles Furman. Noah Michael Garcia. Emily Olivia Gillingham. Zane Michael Ginter. Presenting the diploma is mother and James Geddes teacher, Lori Arntz. Marina Goldman. Yair Gonzalez Salinas. Elena Jane Granger. Dennis Abner Grimm. Michelle Guardacione Hernandez. Catherine Grace Hansen. Landon Joshua Harrison. Cole Adrian Matthew Hartman. Sophia Rose Hartman. Victoria Ann Harvey. Adeline Lee Hebert. Emily Nicole Hebron. Bradley Hurd. Wyatt Lee Heaston. Tyler Eugene Henry. Angelina Diana Hernandez. Jaden Lee Hickman. Sean Anthony Higgins. Nathan Christopher Hobbs. Ava Michael Hushard. Carly Ray Holloway. Tyler Vernon Holtzoppel. Katie Lynn Hopkins. Daniel Keith Hunt. Theo Daniel Hunt. Megan Marie Hurst. Anthony Irwin. Maya Ito. Presenting the diploma is host father and high school teacher Thomas Journey. Hannah Renee Jacoby. Patrick Martin Jeffrey. Luis Antonio Jimenez. Brendan James Johnson. Casey Dakota Johnson. Jaden Kyle Johnson. Alexander Llewellyn Jones. Aiden James Joyner. Kenneth Andrew Cadle. Demetria Michaelis Kalathis. Ruby Windover Kaufman. Gabrielle Elizabeth Kersey. Dunn Allen and Twistle Kessel. Landis Louise Ketterman. Hannah Eve Kipps. William Davis Kittleberger. Courtney Jolie Klein. Madison Olivia Kreitz. Ashton Elijah Crichton. Nicholas Chase Creel. Presenting the diploma is mother and high school teacher Elizabeth Creel. Emily Ann Ladoran. Wendell Bernard Lee. Lakin Malia Lomax. Daniel Lopez Martinez. Stephen Lorenzo. Maxfield Lee Ma. Braden Ryder Manning. Diana Martinez Hinojosa. Carson Reed McCalla. Jacob Michael McLeaf. Peyton Chantel McGee. Kyle Andrew Meckley. Layla Mary Metz. Gabriel Tate Miller. Reed Allen Miller. Seth Joseph Miller. Braden Christopher Mingy. London Augustus Mitchell. Margaret Corinne Mooney. Tobias Ritter Mall. Caleb Andrew Muchler. Jyotiraditya Ranjit Nambudiri. Babar Nasiri. Jamal Nasiri. Miguel Theodore Neller. Samuel Krug Nelson. Tanner Andrew Newman. Trinity Rose O'Neill. Presenting the diploma is stepfather in GASD custodian Stefan Green. Gracie Louise Ott. Hope Marie Parr. Connor Lee Peterman. David Ulises Ponce Valdez. Kyler Grant Raleigh. Emma Grace Rayville. Carmen Grace Ray. Dalton James Redden. Brian Edward Reed. Kiara Itzora Reinl. Ian Andrew Remy. Caleb Michael Rep. Kyle William Rep. Alexander Reyes. Leonardo Reyes. Itayatsi Rico Chimalpopoca. Grace Ellen Riddle Smarcola. Michael Angel Rios. Vanessa Rivera. Carly Rohrbaugh. Brianna Maria Rosado. Caden Edward Rothop. Neil Rosario. Faith Elizabeth Rusin. Shayla Eve Russo. Isabella Marie Salas Kennedy. Devin Lorenzo Sanabria. Davin David Sanders. Nicole Lynn Sanders. Presenting the diploma is mother and middle school teacher assistant Tracy Sanders. Jenny Crystal Sandoval. Carolyn Pearl Schuengrab. Aiden Joseph Scott. Brooklyn Mackenzie Seitler. Joshua Reagan Sellers. Annabelle Lee Schanneberger. Stevie Laurie Shank. Kyle Alexander Shearer. Jonathan Tyler Shorb. Camden Michael Smith. Daniel Lee Smith. Tuff Jackson Smith. Lexus Haley Sinoski. Maria Angelica Sotelo. Hannah Anne Marie Sparkman. Jameer Xavier Spencer. Lawson Gage Stover. Ethan Lewis Steyer. Caitlin Emma Surdick. Tara Tester. Raylin Alyssa Trent. Olivia Paige Tui. Zachary Paul Turner. Presenting the diploma is mother and high school teacher Amanda Turner. Joel Carlos Toomey. Hannah Noel Updike. Alondra Lizette Valdez Doroteo. Javon Xavier Van Brakel. Betsaida Vasquez Vega. Jaden Grace Walker. Nathan Edward Walmer. Hunter David Welk. Elias Birch Wurzberger. Bryce Aiden Wiley. Rihanna Marie White. Anna Margaret Willard. Presenting the diploma is father and high school teacher Brian Willard. Haley Alexis Williams. Tyler Gray Withers. Presenting the diploma is father and high school teacher Eric Withers. Megan Lauren Wyville. Nadia Vladarchik. Guinevere June Yale. Jasmine Zaraga. Austin Eugene Foreman.
At this time, the president of our Board of Education, Mr. Kenny Hassinger, will place the academic medallion on the school flag. Will the Gettysburg Area High School's class of 2023 please rise? In accordance with the standards of the Pennsylvania Department of Education and the policies and regulations of the Gettysburg Area Board of School Directors, and by the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, it is indeed my honor and pleasure to declare the 137th class of Gettysburg Area High School graduates. You may now move your tassel to the left. Congratulations.
family, and friends of the class of 2023. For the past 4 years, after all of the announcements in the GHS building, our students have heard Mr. Lusk, Mr. Rupp, and Mrs. Kaywood end with "Go Warriors." As the last send-off of the class of 2023, we would like all to rise, if you're able, to salute the GHS class of 2023. On the count of 3, we would like to all join in for the Go Warriors shout out for our grads. 1, 2, 3. Go Warriors!